Outcome IN 6.1 Evaluate and represent personal beliefs and values by determining how culture and place influence them. As on culture, it is about teaching students to look at their own personal beliefs and values while being able to compare and contrast between their perspectives and others. With this outcome, students will learn how their beliefs and culture are molded by their environment. As we know, where you come from has a big effect on who you are and your belief system. Students will explore topics like cultural influence and how cultural or societal norms are formed and how they impact our worldview. Self-reflection is a big part of this outcome, as students will learn to evaluate their current beliefs as well as be able to form new ones, leading students into the topic of adaptability, as not all the values and beliefs we have growing up stay with us forever, because as we grow and change, so does our environment, which may force a new perspective on you. Students will also learn that factors like race, gender, socioeconomic status, etc. greatly affect one's personal beliefs. These factors can differ greatly and vary in effect for different people, so students will need to learn to express their beliefs while still being respectful and mindful of cultural differences or viewpoints. IN 6.2 Examine the social and cultural diversity that exists in the world as exemplified in Canada and a selection of countries bordering the Atlantic Ocean. IN 6.2 is about expanding our knowledge and looking at cultural diversity on a global level, focusing on Canada as a whole and countries bordering the Atlantic Ocean. Students will look at geographic context and acknowledge the effect that historical, political, and environmental landscapes have on their culture, where students will learn about multiculturalism, focusing on the dynamics of different cultures as well as the unique challenges and opportunities that come with all. Bringing it to the topic of cultural pluralism and recognizing that not all countries have only one culture, as many have multiple, promoting the idea of acceptance and respect for cultural diversity, where students will look at equity and equality, directing the focus to activism, demonstrating the importance of taking social and political action that makes a positive impact in your community or culture. Students will learn to engage in respectful conversation so they are able to learn and connect with one another, with an overall push for students to inquire about other cultures, making them better suited citizens in a local and global context.
Interactions and Interdependence 6.3 Develop an understanding that global interdependence impacts an individual daily life in Canada and a selection of countries bordering the Atlantic Ocean. Canada and neighboring Atlantic Ocean countries share many global characteristics that make these lands desirable to call home. Canada offers many natural resources, creating exponential jobs for millions. Industries like the oil fields in Western Canada, fisheries in the Maritimes, farming in the prairies, and extensive logging and mining industries nationwide. Due to the globalized demand Canada has to offer, many career opportunities are created that people all over the world partake in. Interactions and Interdependence 6.3 Develop an understanding that global interdependence impacts an individual daily life in Canada and a selection of countries. 6.3 also dives into Western and Atlantic bordering countries being home to some of the best academic institutions in the world. Post-secondary institutions are a significant reason people travel outside of their homelands to expand their education and maximize career opportunities. Potential projects include a report on Canadian use of natural resources. Students could do a deep dive inquiry on natural resources and environmental sustainability, while also analyzing the different reasons people immigrate to Atlantic Ocean countries. Students could construct a Canada Fair where students make poster board presentations and become an expert in the Canadian region. Interactions and Interdependence 6.4 Explore aspects of cultural change over time, including reasons for cultural change, examples of cultural change, how cultural change affects youth, how youth respond to cultural change. Our world is constantly changing and people every day find new ways to adapt to that change. Some of these reasons for cultural change include the use of inventions, aesthetics, laws, and infrastructures. New inventions influence our day-to-day life and impact how people in each location live, work, and transport. Aesthetics include how different cultures present themselves. This makes the feel of different cultures interesting and how individuals interpret a said culture. Laws influence how people behave in each culture over time. Cultures with different laws may influence the crime rate and/or way of life in each municipal or rural setting. Infrastructure and different buildings and monuments can facilitate cultural significance. These may include historical monuments, place of worship, or other significant buildings that may bring people together. 6.4 dives into some of the other reasons for cultural change that occurred in the Western world, a major change being the European impact of colonization. The high fluctuation of European settlers has forced Indigenous peoples to assimilate to the European way of life. The impact of treaty agreements has affected both parties, European and Indigenous, but at the end of the day, Indigenous peoples receive the short end of the stick due to the European attempts to erase Indigenous culture through institutions like the residential school or the 60s Scoop and other prejudices over time resulting in cultural change. There are many projects that a teacher could create through this curricular outcome. Students could create reports on different cultures. Teachers could facilitate a debate around the question, what impacts culture the most? Students could inquire about cultural significant monuments worldwide. The possibilities are endless. Dynamic Relations 6.1. Analyze the impact of the diversity of natural environments on the ways of life in Canada and the selection of countries bordering the Atlantic Ocean. This curricular outcome connects to exploring the land and the connections it has with the people who live here. This includes exploring the landmass and understanding the different vegetative climates. For example, understanding that winters in the prairie provinces may be different opposed to winters in the Maritimes. However, both climates have similarities and contribute towards the global stereotype that Canada is always cold. Canada is known for much more than frigid winters. 6.1 also analyzes many Canadian contributions throughout pop culture and sports worldwide. Canada officially has two national sports, being ice hockey and lacrosse. Lacrosse was introduced by the Indigenous peoples to settle disputes among each other opposed to warfare. Fast forward to today, and lacrosse is one of the fastest growing sports in North America. Canadian-born hockey players dominate the highest levels of hockey throughout the world on both national and international stages. These sports came to be thanks to Canada's elements and the people who live here. There are many different directions one could take when applying this curricular outcome to assessment. Students could research different areas of Canadian climate, or students could research a significant Canadian sport, animal, or person. Teachers could also create a class Jeopardy game revolving around natural environments and cultural diversity.
DR 6.2 says, analyze ways in which the land affects human settlement patterns and social organization, and ways in which human habitation affects the land. Canada has had a complex relationship with the land. As treaty people, we have a shared responsibility to take care of and share the land on which we live. Acknowledging Indigenous peoples and the land that they have historically occupied is the beginning of reconciliation. Call 47 in the calls to action states, we call upon federal, provincial, territorial, and municipal governments to repudiate or reject concepts used to justify European sovereignty over Indigenous peoples and lands. The geographic features of the land closely determine settlement patterns. Here's a visual of the population distribution in 2014. Notice the majority of people live in the southern regions of Canada because of the milder climate, farmable land, and more daylight. As well, areas of Canada that are mountainous or defined as rocky terrain do not have significant populations. So, what does this all mean for you as a future educator? Well, as a teacher, you can get students to research a location they have lived at some point in their lifetime. And settlements form for different reasons. And understanding these patterns that emerge can help students realize that populations exist in areas for certain reasons. Moving on to DR 6.3, which says appraise the strategies human societies have used to orient themselves within time and place in the natural environment. For thousands of years, people have used various techniques for orienting themselves in the environment they live. Often stars, the sun, and landmarks were used to establish a direction in space. As well, oral knowledge was passed on to the next generation and gave insight into the surrounding area. Next time there's a clear, starry sky in the forecast, task students with finding a constellation and tell them to research the historical and cultural significance of these stars and what part they have played in oral tradition. When it comes to the creation of a modern system for tracking time globally, Canada has had a significant influence. In November of 1883, Canadian railroads wanted to establish a standardized system for tracking time across the country. Stanford Fleming created time zones across the globe, dividing into 24 segments. The last outcome that we will discuss is relating contemporary issues to their historical origins in Canada and a selection of countries bordering the Atlantic provinces. This outcome allows for deep exploration into any relevant and age-appropriate issue. Ideas of contemporary issues that have deep roots involve the colonization of Indigenous peoples, how treaties have been honored throughout history, formation of those treaties, long-term impacts of residential schools, women's rights in the history of Canada, and many more. One could still research the United States and do a deep dive into the transatlantic slave trade, the movement to end segregation, and the disparities that have resulted from these events. In the end, the important part is that students understand the relevance and historical importance of these issues and how they influence the issues of today. Students may begin to brainstorm or think of methods or ways of combating these historical imbalances and be the positive change for the future.